Welcome back to Digital Devil Saga 2. Last time, we made our way through the first half of the underwater cable and found out that the Karma Society has they've committed the unforgivable horror of cutting the power. So now we can't progress forward. Does it just look like there's like a Superman symbol there or something? Anyway, we now have to head all the way back to the ultimate superhero, Electrical Repairman. Gale just ate 2 whole scorpions. Actually, that's a pretty big amount of progress with Dragon Lord. Although I do want, I definitely want Earth boost on Agila by the end of this place. In fact, having Earth skills on a second character, like, say, a magic buffed Surf, might also be very useful here. And Agila levels up on our way back. And now she can set 6 skills. Did I remember to set any extra skills on Surf last episode? I don't think I did. No, I did not. Okay, so you can take, I can put Ingest Mana back, and I guess Avoid skill just so I can potentially use gun combos. Mucka Jam. I mean, there's Tarukaja, but that's actually going to be kind of bad against the next boss. Ingest Mana. I still don't get why it's described as Mute Curse, because it's not Curse. It's Mute Elements. Mute is its own element in this game. Oh, that's what I was talking about last episode about Stomach Aches. So, because of that, Agila gains no AP, and I need to use a Dis-Ache now. In fact, I should probably buy a whole bunch of those from Mad Mart the next time we see them. Okay, this is back to where Electrical Repairman was, but it seems like he's about to be ambushed. And he's not Ratchet, so that wrench is not going to serve him well against actual demons. But the enemies here have the same weaknesses they did as regular encounters, so Kaiwan is still weak to fire, while those things are weak to force. I mean, that is going to buff our Devour skills, I guess. Like this. This part of the song was great. Okay, there's Hammer. So, for those who aren't familiar with the first game, Hammer is not instant death in this. Hammer reduces enemies' HP by a set percentage, so regular Hammer reduces it by 50% effect, and it's current HP, not max HP, so it can't actually kill, but that's good, because it makes enemies easier to devour. Great for weakening things so you can eat them. So yeah, Hammer joins the ranks of Cielo in the chronically underestimated mechanics in these games. Well, Cielo is a part of it, not a mechanic, but you get the idea. Yeah, so this isn't Electrical Repairman, it's Electrical Repairman's brother. The wiring's been cut. This looks like a job for Electrical Repairman's brother. He's like the Robin. He's like the sidekick who will one day inherit the mantle of the original Electrical Repairman when his older brother retires. Okay, new enemy, also new mechanic. We have been ambushed and we are only in human form with our guns and stuff. Okay, Crossfire. Oh, Twin Shot's a new combo, actually. It's for just 2 people's guns. Crossfire is 3 people's guns. So we have Lamia here, but let's try a Twin Shot. It's kind of similar to Crossfire, except it's, well, you know, less damage and it's only 2 people. Okay, this is actually where being in human form is a good thing, because Gale is only weak to electricity in his demon form. Humans, as we saw with the Karma Society soldiers, are also innately immune to Expel. So if you want to waste the turns of enemies that use Expel skills, you can intentionally revert to human form. And it's also the only way to use guns, which some enemies are weak to. Let's go ahead and scan Lamia. I like how she just looks completely disinterested. Just like, I'm trying to do my nails, stop bothering me. Draenolect, strong death, weak to earth. I was surprised they were weak to earth. Like, you wouldn't think something that's just lazing on the ground would be weak to earth, but I guess it is. So Lamia was a Libyan queen who fell in love with Zeus and bore him children, just like many of the hundreds of other people who Zeus fell in love with. Hera became enraged and murdered all of Lamia's children because, yeah, Hera. Greek gods, am I right? And one version of the tale claims that she forced Lamia to kill and eat her own children. Yeah, that would check out. Lamia went insane with grief and began kidnapping and eating children, eventually turning into a hideous monster as a result. Yeah. And I think some sources say she became one of the Nagas. But yeah, that is a surprisingly tragic backstory for a Greek snake lady. Yeah, the horrendous dysfunctional marriage of Zeus and Hera causes a lot of tragic backstories in Greek mythology. I still love that, I haven't actually played Hades 2's open beta in a while, early access rather, but like, I love how Hera, one of Hera's, like, legendary boons, it's a duo boon with Zeus, is that you give up all of Zeus's powers in exchange for upgrading all of Hera's. Which kind of says a lot about their relationship. But okay, now we can finally get back here. And I'd probably recommend you hit the save point. Now, I want to check how close I am on my mantras, and for that you might notice that there's no mantra option in the menu. That's because mantra is now contained in the status menu, so if we press left or right on the D-pad, we can now see our mantra progress. I actually kind of like this, it streamlines things. And so, this should be where Electrical Repairman's brother ended up. Thankfully, he's implied to have followed us. Tighten, tighten, screw, screw, wrench, wrench. Well, it's all in a day's work for Electrical Repairman's brother. So this right here is actually, this works a little differently to the other switches. I'll show it here. The left switch is on. If we activate the right switch, we close the path to the heal point and open the path in front of us. We actually don't want to do that, though I think I'll go and grab that chest because it's going to be annoying me otherwise. Oh, we have a new item, a new karma ring, the luck ring. Okay, luck ring. Increases luck. Speaking of luck, I think this is about the time where I mention that thing about like how we have to play gacha to get 100% completion. So there is a very special karma ring that you get by getting all the other karma rings, and it only counts karma rings that are obtainable in your current playthrough. So if you're not doing a transfer file, it won't count the transfer only karma rings. And if you are not doing a second playthrough file, it won't count the berserk ring. I think this is how it works, and I hope I'm getting it right. But what it does count is there are special karma rings exclusive to Mad Mart's loot boxes. So we're gonna have to spend a whole bunch of money on actual loot boxes just for that random chance at a karma ring. Oh boy. And of course, you know, they said that money spent on those literal loot boxes doesn't count towards the shop points. But okay, Gale can now set more skills, of which he only has ingest mana. Really want to make sure Argilla got both those devours, because I need to get moving on Earth Shrine if I want it before the boss, which is weak to Earth. Today, the very hungry Argilla has devoured 2 scorpions. can't believe I've never referenced The Very Hungry Caterpillar yet. Is that a popular book outside Australia, or is it specifically an Australian thing? Because I know it is like one of the books that people read to babies in Australia. Okay, we can show the Earthshot combo against this Lamia. Okay, I was wrong, ignore me. You actually do need to switch it this way first. But I did get some decent fights and devours going on my way to doing things wrong, so I'll show that now. So yeah, actually we do need to... This is a little annoying that it has to be done this way because it does necessitate a bit of backtracking. But this is the final stretch of this dungeon. Oh, nice frightens. There we go. Can get a devour with Argilla, which should be enough to get her mantra mastered. Oh, also frightened, so Gale can go for you. And Matera and Earth Boost. Raises Earth damage by 25%, and it does stack with Earth Amp once we get that. Do you think I still want Dia, though? So yeah, let's head down here first. And into another one of these tunnels. It's funny how this place is less linear than the first dungeon, despite the fact that it looks more linear because of all these tight tunnels. Oh, right, that's what the disstun is for. So, stunned characters cannot dodge. Their accuracy is also greatly reduced. But I believe... Okay, actually, let me see what happens if stun interacts with devour, with frightened, because frightened enemies are supposed to be unable to dodge. Okay, it looks like maybe either I got lucky or all that still works. Like, as in, like, you know, they're not being able to dodge still works. To be honest, I don't even know if I want to devour with Gale because he's really close to mastering his mantra anyway. So he's probably going to master it regardless. No, he's not. Okay, maybe I should have devoured with him. Stun, unfortunately, persists after battle. It also lowers your defense, I think. And it makes you unable to dodge. The defense lowering may be exclusive to DDS2 though, because I don't remember the Demi-Fiend being made harder by us being stunned apart from like accuracy. So we have this here. This is simply a binary on-off switch. And that raises that bulkhead there. That's what we needed to do first. But while we're here, we should activate this. Because the door in front of us requires 2 switches, and the second one is right there. And to get it, we're going to have to swing back around. Dragon Lord mastered, Mazan and Force Boost. Also, Surf levels up. Actually, I will put a bunch of points into his magic. Surf Regurgitated Discurse. Oh yeah, down here we just have a chest. You can notice that on the way back. Though I'm gonna have to come down here again. Revival Gem, nice. Oh, panic. So when you're panicked, you will randomly do stuff in battle, like revert or throw money away. Panic is quite brutal about how much money that you can throw away with it in this game. Fortunately, I still got Argy through. In that case, let's just go for Matera. Thankfully, you can still participate in combo skills. And there we go. Miragi and Fire Boost. I probably want to put on Fire Boost. Oh, Gale just got stunned there. That's a chance of happening when you're hit by Zeo skills. So if you're stunned, that means you That means that you get auto-crit by physical attacks. It only lasts until the start of your next turn, just like Freeze. But unlike Freeze, it does not get rid of physical immunity. So here we actually have to flip this back again. And we see the animation of that closing and the other one opening. Before we go there, I'm going to get new mantra because it is the worst thing to be fighting like this while you have mastered mantras because then you're not getting AP. So I'm actually just going to run from... Nope, okay. Yeah, unlike hard mode in Nocturne, running is not straight up disabled, which is good. I don't know if its chances are any lower, but it doesn't feel that low of a chance. I do like how SMT5 specifically tells you your exact chance of running. Okay, more mantras. So, Fire Demon done. Earth Shrine done. And Dragon Lord done. So here's the question. I don't even know if Surf is close enough at this point. Okay, even more outer mantra are available. So now we have access to Fire Leader. Aguilau, Flame Breath, Fire Repeller. Aguilau's pretty nice to have this early on. Yeah, we basically jump straight from Fierce Spirit. This one's actually very expensive, and Diorama's overkill at this point, so I won't go for it. Medea is okay. Dream Haze is kind of nice, though. Oh, you can get Earth Spirit. Okay. Can I master this before the boss fight? If I can, this is going to be really good. Okay, that's probably overkill for this point, and it's 10,000. Oh, actually, Tarunda, I want this, because we need a debuff. We need at least one debuff before to combine with Polimpa. In fact, heck, if Surf masters Adamant, I actually could get that broken combo skill, like, right now. That would be really stupid. I don't think I will go for that, because it is, it's a bit silly. So yeah, like because I don't even have the first two ice mantras, but Gale can skip straight to Buffalo if he really wanted to. You know what? This feels kind of weird, but I'm actually going to go for this because I want Bolt on Gale. So there we go. We now have our 3 next mantras, but chances are we're going to actually master one of them, or actually both the Earth ones, very quickly. But I think I will keep going. So now we go down the ladder near the heal terminal. This is only after we press the switch, which is labeled as switch number 4 on my map, and yes, this area is already mapped out because I was dumb and went through here first. Which is exactly what I did on my first playthrough. Okay, I had a feeling we'd be going into Rakshasa mode. Again, though, this is a gamble. Oh, okay, we didn't actually get the kill there. Okay. More Devours. Yeah, as you can see, you pretty much either miss or critical. And yeah, there's the miss. And, well, at least you missed. Okay. I actually want Surf or Gale to get the Devour here. Actually, more just Surf. Oop, okay. It's kind of hard to predict, though, you know, who gets the hits in. Okay, Surf got it. And that means... Yep, Earth Spirit is already done. Terra, Void Earth, I will set that for the boss. Because having 2 people with Terra is going to be great for that. This is a boss that you want to finish off very quickly, like as quickly as possible. Yeah, it is definitely possible to get Rakshasa mode twice in a row. Again, I know I'm not going with, like, the localization canon here. I just think Rakshasa mode just sounds cooler and is thematically appropriate to the whole, you know, Hindu mythology theme this game has going. Yeah, Sukaja is annoying to deal with. But yeah, they've stacked up 2 Sukajas, and that actually is diminishing returns. So It's not as much of an effect as 2 Hecatoncheires would be in the first game. And it only goes up to a max of 3. Okay, now we can hit this one, which will activate gate number 5. With that almost turtle looking symbol in front of it. And that is our last save point before the boss. But we still have to backtrack a little bit and hit the switch and watch the gates change again. And this is our only heal point before the boss. Oh yeah, the pause there told me she had a stomach ache. Okay, how many of these do I have left? 3. You do get them dropped from enemies occasionally, but I prefer just to buy way more than I ever need right at the start of the game. There is a Null Ache skill, but you, or not, it's actually called Iron Stomach, but that's a little bit far into the physical mantra tree. So, okay, yeah, now we have to go through here. I mean, this isn't like my favorite dungeon, but it at least does a decent job of being more complicated than the first one, and actually, you know, managing to be a bit more of a complex puzzle-based dungeon for such a linear space. The next dungeon, though, is kind of a fan favorite for a lot of reasons. You'll see. No stomach ache that time. And yeah, it is a little ironic that we're mastering an angel. Did that thing just drop a clover? I think it did. Yeah, we've got 2 of them now. Trade for dollars at Mad Mart. I might have 3 people with Earth before this next fight. Now I'm worried that I'll make it look too easy. Yeah, so now this bulkhead is down, which means that we can save at this save point, because up there is the boss, but you know what? I am going to master my mantras before I go in. Okay, Gale has Earth Spirit now. And a level up on Surf. I'm just going to preemptively go all 3 in Vitality. Okay, that'll do it. Oh, she's so close to leveling up, though. Hammer, Tarunda, and Void Expel. Tarunda is what I really want here. It would be great against this boss because it's physical, but I'm going to be spamming Earth with Argilla. Don't think I'll have much time to debuff. And I know Gale's 1 behind, but this time I'm going to leave him 1 behind. Firstly, though, some more mantras. I love the mantra system in these games. It's just so addicting, just getting to figure out your builds, get more skills on more characters, fight enemies to learn skills as well as just level up. It's just such a fun mechanic. But okay, where does... Oh, I know where Gale's going next. I want to go Bolt Wizard. It's the only reason I... Well, the fact that he gained Earth for this fight too was a happy accident. It was my main purpose was getting Bolt Wizard on him. I think let's go Fire Leader, even though it's very expensive. And I will actually need healing at some point, so let's go for Fallen Hero on you. Like, more healing, I mean. So, now we can actually zoom out the grid and just show... Yeah, so all of the, like, the yellow mantra are the ones we've mastered on at least 1 character, whereas the glowing one, or the highlighted ones are Argilla's. So Argilla's done this part of the grid, Gale's done that, whereas Surf has done that. So we need that and that in order to reach one of the esoteric mantras. Fierce Spirit. Oh, right, yeah, Fierce Spirit's going to take a while, and it's expensive. So for this fight, really all you need is Earth. Earth and maybe Tarunda. So I guess you can set Tarunda over actually Devour, because Devour skills don't work on bosses. And that's about it. I have Terror on everyone, and that's really all we need. The boss is pretty much purely physical, so the only real way to counter its attacks is Tarunda. It's not immune to any element except the standard boss Expel, Death, and Ailments. Oh, finally someone recognizes us. I don't see how exactly that works, but okay, you're free to try. You just get the mini-boss theme too. So yeah, this is Hecatoncheires. The main thing to watch out for in this fight is 100 Fist. It starts out very weak, but I believe it does literally double damage every time it's used. So if you let this fight go on too long, it will get very out of control. But yeah, right now we can just spam a bunch of terrors on you. I do wonder whether I should revert Argilla, but if I do that, she's going to lose access to Tarunda. Okay, just a normal attack first. Okay, he's not even doing it. Like, honestly, like, on my first playthrough of this game, I almost wiped to this boss, because I let 100 Fist get too much momentum. You know what? This is going to be weird. I'm going to revert Argilla just to see. I don't have any Void Shield skill set, do I? I don't think I have any Void Shield skill set, so that actually would have been pointless. Whoops, okay, that's dumb of me. So yeah, you just transform back. Yeah, I was wondering whether that would do more damage or not, but it probably does do a little bit more damage, but I have Terror on everyone. Yeah, here we go. 100 Fist. And it hits everyone, too. Oh, wow. Okay, that's actually a cool dodge animation, though. I don't think I've seen that before. Yeah, I'm just going to Tarunda you again, even though there is diminishing returns. Yeah, Executioner is a pretty strong attack for this early in the game. His accuracy is a little bit iffy, though. But yeah, because 100 Fist is an all-targeting attack, you do want to keep your health up here. In fact, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and use a Medea combo, just to be sure. He's not in the red yet. Yeah, double power. So yeah, might not look much now. Remember that that's with 2 Tarundas. But again, you know, diminishing returns. But still. I think he's going to go down soon. There we go. And that was worth all of Bolt Wizard, nice. Wild Guard, which got dropped, is an item that does almighty damage. So Gale's learned Zeo and Void Elec. Our only person was Zeo, but this is a bit of a weird time to be getting that, let's just say. Obtained a yellow crystal. Karma gems can be used to enhance Karma rings. In order to equip them, go to the items menu and select Customize Ring. So this is that other mechanic regarding Karma rings that I was telling you about. Yellow crystal. Okay, no, you have to go into Customize Ring. Right, so who wants to customize their ring? Let's customize the He-Ho ring. Yellow crystal is +2 magic, so let's use that on the He-Ho ring. Open gem slot 1. So every ring has a certain number of slots. He-Ho ring has 2. Vital Ring has 3, and Power Ring has 3. I believe you can actually reset a ring, but you will lose all of the gems that you put into it. So, you'll get better gems over the course of the game, but I think usually it's best to use gems on rings as soon as possible, because it's better to have that stat boost early. Okay, HP data. Who wants more HP? Argilla can use more HP. Because I'm pumping Vitality with Surf, he's going to have a decent amount of HP. Like, I'm making Vitality a secondary stat. Narcissus. So, yeah, hopefully this one won't be a total jerk to a nymph named Echo. Yeah, I think in the myth, the flower is actually named after the person, and not the other way around. Through this door, though, we're out. Entry forbidden to all but authorized personnel.
Lokapala? What took you so long?
They're all still hiding back home.
It's you guys!
You could say we're here on their behalf. What's wrong?
I was expecting you to be older?
Whatever. They know about the tunnel.
What? How could they?
There's no time. Where is Sarah?
No, first the processing plant. Internment facility. Free the captives first, then use the commotion to sneak Sarah out of the Karma Society tower.
Who's going to lead the captives? Aren't they all civilians? They'd just get themselves killed.
Lokapala will lead them.
Hey, guys!
Cielo!
Now we're even?
Why the sudden change of plans?
Fred gets pretty convincing once honor is involved. I sobered up. We all have sins to atone for.
Oh, please. Why should we believe you? How do we know you're not just selling us out?
Actions speak louder than words. I will fight alongside you. If I fail you somehow, you can kill me.
Acceptable.
Oh, go on! You need to hurry up!
Cielo and Roland joined the party. Yeah, to show that he was serious, Roland actually gave himself the demon virus, so that's kind of dooming himself to a gruesome fate just to help us. Also, there's our mole. Okay, now you see honor in his eyes. You might also notice that, well, yep, as Fred is saying, they've marked their clothes with the same orange stripe as the Embryon. So now we've got a new group that's loyal to us. You're still a little bit distrusting, but it makes sense. Like, you know, these people wouldn't, and we wouldn't open up to them immediately. Also, yeah, we have Cielo back. Yes we do, Cielo. Cielo always gives the best advice most of the time. Great chakra, that'll restore all MP to the whole party. So I believe once we go up this ladder... Cutscene first. And it's more of a ramp or stairway than a ladder. Oh, I knew we couldn't trust that guy. He just looked shifty.
You were instructed never to call me. Impossible! How could that happen? I know for a fact they didn't have bodies! Raw data can't emerge on its... Oh, I see. Another one of God's little tricks. Continue with the plan. We will let them have Sarah. So, that's it. You scheming old bitch. But that makes this game all the more worthwhile. So artificial.
Looks like we may have some infighting among the Karma Society, which I suppose is good for us. Still don't know if we can really trust Angel, though, given what she did to us in the first adventure. So this is the processing plant. And yeah, there's a giant dome here that's protecting the people who live in Karma City from the sun's rays. And the Karma Society's all turning themselves into demons. Well, Fred now has the virus. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that keeping your eyes closed doesn't prevent the sun from, you know... Although if you've lived underground most of your life, then obviously it would be ridiculously bright. So there's going to be a distraction. And there's also an informant. Maybe it's both a prison and a factory. I'm okay. Ah, right, yeah. I suppose that attitude kind of makes sense. Yeah, so NPCs do tell you about this mechanic. And remember this too, because this will become important in a quiz later. Not really sure without that much risk of dying from being muted, so yeah, we have the internment facility there, which is our next major dungeon. However... oh, we're not allowed to leave just yet. Okay, so we do have to go through the internment facility before we're able to easily access the underground city again. So I think actually now is a good time to call things. Next I'll be heading into the processing dome for, well, yet another dungeon. Just like the first game, this is just back-to-back-to-back dungeons. But we're also going to be meeting one of the greatest NPCs in SMT history.